Basketball on WCSD TV.
And welcome back to Calloway County High School's Jeffrey Gymnasium for tonight's exciting high school boys basketball action as the Calloway County Lakers take on the Mustangs. McCracken County High School in West Paducah. We have a video here from Calloway Live, a preseason preview with Coach Birdsong. Go ahead and run that video, boys.
Well, last year was a record-setting year for our school. We finished 30-4 and made it to the Elite Eight of the state tournament, and we had a senior-dominated team, and they were fun to coach. You know, we were pretty consistent all year.
This is Coach Birdsong's second year after returning to Calloway and is prepared for this year's challenges after such a successful year last year.
So we're excited. You know, the bulk of our team we'll have with us for 2 and 3 years, so really excited to see how much we can improve and how quick we can improve.
The basketball team's first game is tonight at home against West Creek from Tennessee. Good luck, Lakers. For Laker TV, I'm Patrick Tinquest.
Peyton Johnson, junior, forward.
Aaron Dawson, sophomore, forward. Canada Price, guard, junior. Grayson Burgess, senior, guard. Logan Eastwood, guard, sophomore.
Mr. King, we're back here at Jeffrey Gymnasium. We just saw an exciting girls basketball game. The Lady Lakers went down in defeat to Lady Mustangs. It was a good ball game, a one-point game at one point in the fourth quarter. Down 8, cut it to 1, and then had some fouls there at the end, but it was a good ball game. And here we go. This is the boys contest. Calloway County comes in. This is our third game. The Lakers, we lost our first game and then beat St. Mary out of Paducah. We have a 1-1 record. And then McCracken County is currently 3-0. They defeated Livingston Central earlier this year. And then they beat Dongola, Illinois. And then they defeated Massac County. So a 3-0 record from McCracken County High School. What are your thoughts before we get started here?
I tell you what, anytime that you can defeat Massac County early on in the season, they're definitely a well-coached team up there in Illinois. Not just defeat them, but handily there in the fourth quarter. This is a pretty good McCracken team coming in here.
You know, you're right. When they played Massac County, McCracken County scored 31 points in the fourth quarter. So it's obvious that they can light it up when they need to.
Yeah, definitely. And they're a big squad. Just watching them warm up, they're a lot of big kids out there.
A sophomore, number 3, Cameron Cartwright, that is starting the contest, and then number 12, Jacob Cutney, who's a senior. 22, William Civils is what is on my roster. Number 10, Evan Payton. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm missing one. 3, 10, 12, 22, 33. Nathan Stones, I think. Let's see what I'm missing. You can hear the crowd mic picking up the enthusiasm. We have a really, really nice home crowd here for a Tuesday night. I'm just going to say that. It's really nice.
Yeah, it's a great crowd. Wasn't many people here on Friday and Saturday because of the weekend, but definitely for a McCracken County home game, this is excellent. And this contest over the years has been a battle. I know McCracken's been a school for 2 years now, but it's always been a battle between Calloway
Mr.
and
King,
McCracken.
2 years ago, McCracken County defeated Calloway County in a regional tournament, went on to win a regional tournament, and went to the Sweet 16 and actually won a game.
Yeah, they
So
won
then,
over Wayne County.
then last year, Calloway County was a regional champ. So you got last year's regional champ playing 2 years ago regional champ.
And there's a lot of pride in these programs. You know, McCracken putting 3 schools together 2 years ago in Lone Oak and Heath and Reedland coming together. They were able to gel that first year and win that region and go on and defeat Wayne County in that first round of the state tournament out of the 12th region.
Anybody that's here at the game or is tuning in to watch this, if you've watched Laker basketball the last 4 or 5 years, this isn't the same Laker team.
No,
There is no Arnett. There is no Parker Adams, Skylar Hunter, Hunter Smith, Wade Carter, Clay Smotherman. Those guys are gone. They all graduated last year. Lucas Hill. This is an all-new Laker team. This isn't 1, 2, 3 starters replaced. This is 5 starters plus 1 or 2 off the bench.
Yeah, I mean, you know, we lost 7, 8 kids last year. And
He
you can definitely
almost
tell-
was sitting in the stands when he shot that. Here we go. Possession arrow. There we go. Is now turned on.
Mr. Webb's still getting used to running that possession arrow down there.
I'll tell you what, Mr. Smithmeyer is all over that possession arrow. He called it out during the girls' game. Anyway, that was a big 3-point shot there.
Yeah, open up the game. They
Open
had the
up the
ball
game.
less than 3 seconds. So let's see if Calloway can settle down and run a little offense here.
Massac seems to be in some type of zone.
McCracken.
What did I say?
Massac.
I didn't mean to say that.
Nice little basket there by Calloway. That was excellent.
Peyton Johnson, a 6'3" junior forward. And there's another 3.
McCracken lighting it up early. Peyton Johnson is the Lakers' leading scorer at this point in the season. Played started his first 2 games ever, and is averaging in double digits. So it's definitely a big day for these kids. Get to place this and get to play against McCracken. Not only are they playing against McCracken, but they're playing against a former teammate.
Former teammate is out there.
Yeah, Joseph Sibbles, the head coach of the girls basketball team, he took his son up there, Will Sibbles, and he is now playing at McCracken, and he's starting for them. I think Will would start on any team in the region. He's a nice little compliment to any team. But it's among friends.
Official explains the foul that was called on number 33. Nathan Stonecipher explains it to Berlin. Berlin had a question, and we had the ball down the post. It was off the foot of Aaron Dawson. Aaron Dawson is a 6'2" sophomore starting for the Lakers. He is also, I believe, an all-district or all-region goalkeeper for the Laker region champion soccer team.
Sweet 16 team.
So he is a pretty good athlete himself. Taps the ball to himself right there. He's athletic, quick. You have to be a goalkeeper, I would guess. I've never played soccer.
He's definitely a space eater, too.
Grayson Burgess, number 33, a 5'11" senior for Calloway County. Gets called for the 5-second call.
This is Grayson's first year ever playing basketball here in high school.
Well, I thought he played in the 8th grade, and I thought he may have played as a freshman. I wasn't for sure.
I guess what I'm referring to is his first time donning a high school varsity uniform.
You're
Sorry.
You're right. You're right. You're right. Birdsong is not happy with something.
Yeah, he subs in Darnell down on the baseline. Darnell's a shooter, long athletic kid.
Darnell's been shooting for about a decade.
He has.
And he was 5 and 6 years old. His sister Samantha blocked shot.
Yes, helped out with the girls team.
She did, and every time there was a timeout, he would run down there with his little dribbler ball and just fire it up. Here we go, Logan Eastwood with the 2-point shot.
Nice, nice.
Logan Eastwood's a 5'11" sophomore. We've got a junior, a sophomore, a senior,
Both
and a junior that started the game.
Both Calloway and McCracken have hit 2 shots apiece. The only difference being is theirs has been three-point shots.
Here comes another three-point shot. They have hit all three of their shots, have been from behind the arc. It's number 3, Cameron Cartwright, the three-point shot.
He wasn't just behind the arc. He was about 5 steps beyond the arc.
Well, the first one that they made, he was standing on the logo over there. Little
primary
floater,
care.
reminiscent of Marcus Brown.
We got to get out and get our
State
hands up on them
thing.
shooters.
Bounce pass off a foot. Calloway picks it up.
Nice little hustle. Peyton Johnson comes out high to set that screen.
He'd have caught it clean. I bet he would have pulled the trigger.
I bet you would have probably been right. So that's one of those double down.
There we go. Camden Price.
Yes, also averaging in double figures. But, you know, a lot of these kids last year didn't see that much playing time unless Calloway got up big and everything because of such a senior influence on that team.
There's a steal by Logan Eastwood.
It's nice to see them getting off to a good start here.
You know, they played well Friday night against that team from, I believe it was Clarksville?
White Creek.
White Creek out of Clarksville, is that right?
Yeah. Yeah, they did. They actually
kind of
played
ran
really
out
well.
of gas in the fourth quarter, from what I understand.
Yeah. White Creek pressed and trapped the whole game. And they kept that on the whole time.
Foul number 22, Will Civils, be his first foul of the contest.
Darnell back out of the game. They get Mr. Burgess back in.
Camden Price hits his second three of the ball game.
And the Lakers take the lead for the first time tonight.
10-9 lead here.
I think Mr. Price averaged about 10 or 11 points a game myself.
I thought I had it here. I was trying to look it up, but I was unable to see it.
Oh, he can't catch that ball. He can't catch that. He shot it. He didn't hit the rim or anything. That's the travel they missed there.
They must have thought that somebody else touched it before he did. Or maybe he dropped it and then came down and caught it. The foul on Calloway County. Coach Birdsong's actually asking her about that.
Yeah, I thought he walked. So
there you go. Mustangs set back up.
Here we go. Shoot another three. Hey, they finally missed one.
Long rebound. Like you said, sometimes you shoot that three, you get a long rebound. You're posted up, you've got position, and it just goes right over everybody's head.
Yeah. And unless you're 6'8", 6'9", like the college athletes, that ball is going back out to the three-point line someplace else. Oh, he's wide
Another
open.
three. All 12 points have come off three-point shots. That is unbelievable.
Wow.
I don't know if I've seen that in a long time. They made 9 three-pointers in their first contest. The second contest, they were 7 for 28, and then 7 for 18. So apparently they do like to shoot the long ball.
Well, I'll tell you what, Callaway's got some really nice rims, too.
Oh, that was almost in. That would have been his third. Good rebound. Turn around. Oh, but it didn't
nice
go
move.
in. Almost went in. Peyton Johnson, the 6'3 junior,
That's
almost
nice
got
move.
the and one.
I didn't know he had moves like that.
Wow. That is Will Civils' second foul.
A lot of coaches talk about how kind our rims are. They love coming here to play. Shooters do.
He makes the first one. Substitution for McCracken County. McCracken County brought a lot of players. They brought players that aren't even on the roster that I have. So once again, you kind of hope that, hey, that we can hang in there and we don't get into a free throw foul war like we did in the girls' game.
Peyton's going to
Misses
knock
the
that
second
down.
one.
That's a tough free throw to miss in this contest.
Calloway down 1, 11-12, 2 minutes to go. McCracken County has yet to make a 2-point basket.
He's looking at shooting that shot 7 feet behind the line. Goes up and hits the top.
3-point shot bounced up, hit the top of the backboard. Means as a turnover to go to the Lakers.
Mr. Smithmeyer with that call. He's all over that. You know, Mr. Smithmeyer was actually the top basketball official in the state about 5 years ago.
I did not know that. Coach Birdsong calls a timeout.
Yeah, we're struggling getting
We're going to have a 10-second call probably. We're having trouble getting the ball across the half-court line.
Yeah, I don't think we expected that.
30-second timeout.
So on that out-of-bounds play, they kind of threw a little full-court pressure on us.
Threw a wrinkle. Berlin threw a wrinkle at us. Coach Birdsong calls a timeout.
I think Coach Brower played basketball up in Illinois with Coach Lane.
You know what? I cannot remember the name of that school.
I can't either.
Bruce Lane, head coach Terry Bruce Lane, who was Birdsong's assistant his first go-around and was the head coach here for 7 years. That's who he's referring to, that played college basketball up in Illinois with Berlin Brower, who was the head coach of McCracken County.
Berlin actually got started at Heath coaching and took over when Jimmy Long left. Long-time coach of
Camden
Heath
Price
College.
yanks it again, and it's in. That's three.
I think they would call that infuego.
That is three. He shot 4, I believe. 3 for 4.
I'll take it every
Calloway
night.
takes the lead, 14-12. I just now noticed that we had the lead. Yeah, he started paying attention.
Hey, we made 3 3-pointers. There's been 7 made in this whole contest. That's amazing.
McCracken shoots another 3-point shot. They miss it. Rebound. Down to number 33, Grayson Burgess.
Yeah, they're meeting Camden at half court now.
And he's okay with that. He goes in with a little left.
I think he's expected some contact.
Some contact there. And we rip down a rebound, but the ball comes out. And oh no, you gotta be kidding me. Ball kicked out. What I was like, you got to be kidding me. As they're fighting for the rebound, ball bounces straight to number 3, Cameron Cartwright, standing behind the 3-point line. Thank goodness he missed that. A rebound, a little hand rebound there. Ball went out of bounds.
Yeah.
They gave it to the Lakers. Camden Price is open. He turns around. Oh, that would have been sweet. Foul there on number 33.
I think Coach Birdsong's got some words for Camden there.
Really had the hot hand. He had the hot hand.
He did, but he missed that layup and he missed that 3 on the break. So I think Coach Birdsong's probably wanting him to pull
he
that
missed
back
a 3
out.
on the break, and then he came down and hit another 3 after that. So, yeah.
I think Coach Birdsong's wanting him to set it up.
I say pull the trigger. It's the end of the first quarter. You're up 14-12. You got the hot hand. Here we go. I don't know what good a mouthpiece does if you're not going to put it in your mouth. A lot of flopping going on there. Stand your ground, Aaron Dawson.
And they set it up for another 3.
In and out.
Thank goodness he missed.
And there we go at the end of the first quarter. Calloway County 14, McCracken County 12. Here we go as we did during the girls' game at the end of the first quarter. We have some unofficial stats here for you.
All right, Kevin. What do you got for me tonight here in boys' game, first quarter?
These boys like to shoot, and they're good at it.
Yeah.
Camden Price has went off in this first quarter with 3 3-pointers.
Yes, he has.
McCracken has matched it. They like to shoot. Not many turnovers, 3 by each team. Not many fouls. McCracken has won the rebound battle with 5, and Calloway only with 3. But I mean, that's
actually, Kevin, I think if you look at McCracken's score, they've made 4 3-pointers, and they only have 12 points. So that's all their points today.
all they got.
Hey,
Peyton Johnson's doing pretty well down low too for Calloway. So
how's the rebounds look?
McCracken's winning right now in the rebound battle. But
all right. Well, hey, we appreciate that.
Right.
Nice
Thank
job
you.
there, Kevin. We get started here for the second quarter. Calloway got the tip, and then McCracken's throwing it in here in the second quarter.
You know, McCracken County is 3-0. And here we go. It's inside. And he misses. Aaron Dawson with the rebound. McCracken County at the end of the first quarter of their first game had 22 points. They had 28 points at the first quarter of their second game and 20 points at the end of the first quarter in their third game. So this is the lowest first quarter scoring that they've had all year.
And that's quite normal, Coach Birdsong. He's a big defensive
There you go,
coach.
number 33, Grayson Burgess. Is that right? Did I get that right?
Yeah, yeah, it is. And the old adage in basketball is, scoring will allow you to win games, but defense
They're going to
allows
call
you
a
to
charge right there. I tell you what, that's a great
Championships.
play by the sophomore. Number 32, Aaron Dawson, stands his ground.
Nice job. Again, getting back to that defense. That's what makes you win championships.
Well, your defense wins championships. You know, in football, basketball, I would say soccer. I don't know enough about soccer to know if that's true.
Yeah,
I think it is. I'm pretty sure.
I would think so. You got to know how to keep people out of your baskets. Grayson Burgess showing some moves here.
And then he
back
jacks
three.
up the three, and he hits it.
Wow.
Number 10, Evan Hayden.
McCracken's down the floor quick.
Has the ball in his hand in his face. He hit the three,
be
and
happy
we
about
didn't get
that.
back and stop ball.
Yeah, you got to stop that penetration. Too easy up the
He had a
sideline.
man listed as 6'5" with an arm, hand in his face, and he put up the three.
Wow.
Wow, look at that.
Sweet.
Logan.
Love that.
I thought he was going to fall several times on the baseline and somehow muscles the ball up because he was fouled. Ball goes in, and here
Excellent.
we go. Chance for the old-fashioned three-point play.
Now we got to stop the ball from getting up the sideline that quick here. I think that's what Coach Birdsong's
He gets
talking
it
about.
in, the old-fashioned three-point play.
I think somebody from Calloway kind of touched the ball there, sent it over into the stands. That keeps the fast break from happening.
And somebody must have called a timeout or something. McCracken County, 22-14. Boy, I tell you what, this beginning of this second quarter has gone
8-2.
Calloway's way.
Yeah, we're up 8-2 this quarter. So kind of gone after it a little bit hard.
You know, you hope that the boys played hard in the first game, lost in the first quarter, played hard in the second game, held on to win in the second game in the fourth quarter. So hopefully they're building on that. You know, like I mentioned earlier, you didn't see these kids play in the last couple of years.
Yeah.
All those seniors that we had, regional champions, won a game in the Sweet 16. So this isn't freshman and JV anymore. Some of these guys played freshmen last year. Here
Yeah.
they are starting on varsity. I got a 22-14 lead right now.
Yeah, it's definitely nice to see. You know, that Laker tradition, playing with a lot of heart.
Foul on a play, number 10, Evan Hayden. Goes to the line, makes it.
Let's see, who'd they call that foul on? Was that on Peyton? No, it was on.
He misses it, and we get the rebound. Oh, he almost walked it. It was Jonah Brandon. Jonah Brandon checked in there. Camden Price.
I think that's who the foul was on, was John Jonah down there on the other end. See, McCracken's in a straight man-to-man defense here. Good help side. Calloway looking to penetrate. Lost the ball, Eastwood did.
Good hands there by the goaltender, or keeper, or whatever they're called. That's another three by McCracken County. And just like that, it's a 4-point ball game again. Calloway still ahead.
Well, they've definitely almost matched their total for 3-point.
I still don't understand why you worry about a mouthpiece if you're not going to wear it.
I think there's a Kentucky player that does that now. Briscoe Bledsoe. Something like that. Briscoe, I believe.
Calloway running. I thought he was going to shoot there. He did hit one there from earlier at the top of the key. Camden Price comes in with the floater. And Jonah Brandon with the rebound and puts it in and gets fouled. Old-fashioned 3-point play.
That's just
possibility.
There's a lot of heart and desire there to get that ball in the basket. The man was taller than him, had him blocked out. He just went up and got it.
substitutions here for both teams. 24-18, 5 minutes, 8 seconds left in the second quarter. Jonah Brannon, a junior, off the back of the rim. Quick down the floor.
And McCracken gets it down the floor quick. Calloway falls back into a man-to-man.
That was going to be on somebody. I'm not for sure who, but it's definitely going to be on somebody.
Probably Camden. No? Darnell.
23, Jeremy Darnell, 6'1", sophomore. We mentioned him earlier as someone who not afraid to shoot the ball.
He hasn't had a look tonight. He's got a great shot. Let me tell you, he can stroke it.
12, Jacob Cutney maybe?
Sounds good to me.
Free throw line, makes the first one. Aaron Dawson getting the rest. Jonah Brandon takes a seat for a little while. And he makes both of them.
Appears Isaiah Butler is making his first entrance into the ball game.
So he goes down to the block, number 34, Isaiah Butler.
That's athletic director Greg Butler's son playing here. It's a junior.
Hammond had a little switch there, but it looked like they were going to make it. You know, not a bad move, not a bad move. Rolled around the rim, came off, cut the ball. They cut the ball, and then he spun around and found the open man.
Appears that
10-foot jump shot.
McCracken's in a man-to-man kind of walk back, just applying a little pressure. Referee on the baseline calls a bump. I don't think Mr. Brower is happy with that.
Well, I'm going to be honest with you. I didn't really see it done. Did you?
Yeah. Yeah, Mr. Brower's explaining to him that he felt like that he was out of position.
Well, I think that Coach Brower was complaining about a push-off, and then about 3 seconds later, there was a foul called on the Mustangs for something.
That is one thing that will never change. Coaches and officials will always see things differently. That's a nice little play.
And it was quick, too. They do not waste any time shooting the ball.
Yeah, they about ran up Calloway's back there. We got to get back and turn around.
Tap from
steal. And we have no one back. And we're probably going to get a timeout here.
Mustangs come back and take the lead back. 26-24.
Playing some aggressive defense. Uh-oh.
Oh, my goodness. I think he was distracted by the mouthpiece.
I think you're right. He couldn't make his mind up. He thought he was going to dunk it and couldn't get up there.
Calloway could have had the rebound there. I don't know if it counts as a rebound. I mean, I don't know. The side of the back.
Yeah, it has to be a rebound. We had to have possession to lose it.
I think we touched it out of bounds. We never really had possession. We just kind of.
Hey, McCracken turns.
Aaron Dawson back in the ball game. You know, the thing I like about players that play multiple sports is, for example, Aaron Dawson, you know, regional champion soccer. He's been in some big games. He's been in some pressure situations. So he's probably not going to get rattled here.
No, I don't think so. I think he's seen his days.
And that's his second charge of the night. Second charge of the night.
That's excellent. You got to love that. He's not afraid to take that. I've seen him take that a couple of times in soccer for some kids. So
that's not bad right there. You love to see your guys play defense. Defense wins championships, like you said. So here we go, down 2, just under 3 minutes to go in the second quarter.
We got to take care of the ball right here. We've turned it over 3 times in a row. We got to get a good possession here and a good look at the basket.
And it went in.
That's nice.
Logan Eastwood. I was thinking maybe
movement.
we should take some time off the clock, and then he dribbles around and he's wide open. So go ahead and let him take it, right?
Yeah, you got to take that shot.
14 seconds in the lane. Go, get out, good. It went out. Thank you. That's
another charge.
This one by Isaiah Butler. Wow.
Wow, that's nice.
I think that was more if he just maybe lowered a little bit.
I think Eastwood's a two-sport athlete as well. I think he runs cross country.
I believe he runs cross country. I don't know if he still participates in track. Well, last year he played tennis as a freshman. He was on the tennis team and then cross country, so 3 sports.
Yeah, that's nice.
A little behind the back to get across the half-court line. Birdsong thinks it should be a foul. And he banked it, almost went in. McCracken County up the court quickly, kicks it back for a 3. Long,
wow, that's a dagger.
3 right there. That puts McCracken
2 minutes.
Up 3 points, 29-26.
They are starting to let them play a little bit after all the fouls called in the girls' game.
That's true. You're right. You're right.
This is kind of cooled off.
Let it go. He does, and it's in. That's his 4th 3-point shot. As I pause to applaud. 29-29. And he shoots it. My word. They're not shooting it from 19 feet 9 inches. They're shooting it from 22, 23, 24. Wow.
That's definitely a NBA three-pointer. I think a lot of that is, you've seen Stephen Curry here lately for the Golden State Warriors, won MVP last year. He's shooting the ball out there. He comes across half court. He's in his area.
Well, one thing that it does is the other team has to extend their defense.
Oh, yeah.
If they're shooting from there and making them from there, you have to defend it. And when you do, what's that going to do? What's going to open up the inside, right? Isaiah Butler. Oh, ball tipped there. Man was cutting to the basket. It was a good thought. And that was a bad call.
Yeah, I don't think he fouled him.
He's going to count it. Basket was good. Old-fashioned 3. Foul's number 5. Camden Price, he's a 5'10 junior. He makes his free throw. They don't miss very many free throws.
Now, their shooting team, definitely. Berlin's always been a good coach at teaching kids how to shoot and stuff, so he's always done well with that.
So here we go. There's 40 seconds left to go in the first half. This has gone very quickly, and is it going to be a turnover? And it is. It is. We had a chance there to cut it to 1 or tie it.
Yeah. Well, they're going to let them play a lot more. They got to get used to that. You got to learn to take the bumps.
Substitution with 36 seconds left. Hopefully Calloway will be able to get a big stop. This will be a big stop going into halftime. Going to halftime down here. 3.
We need to get. They're going to hold it for the last second. This is definitely their style, their philosophy. Coach Barhour's philosophy here. Hold the ball until about 10 seconds left, and then they'll go. So.
It'd be bad to get a foul right there.
Yeah.
It would just be 16 fouls, so they have to reset. Ball's bouncing around. They pick it up. Number 3, Cameron Cartwright picks it up.
I tell you what.
At the buzzer.
You hold them, they miss it, and you don't get the rebound. And then they stick back.
Your halftime score will be the Mustangs 34 and the Lakers 29. Mr. King, here you go with Kevin with some unofficial stats.
All right, Kevin, talk to me now. What's going on? What do you see in that second quarter?
Shooting percentages have gone down a lot on both sides of the ball. McCracken they're doing pretty good in transition, but when they get down on the floor trying to slow it down, they're not making their shots. Camden Price again, he's doing very well. Still making a few threes. McCracken has found a way to score somehow other than making threes.
Yeah.
Rebounding the ball pretty well. They're still beating us in the rebound battle, and still need to improve on foul shooting too.
Yeah, I agree with
Lots of turnovers on Calloway's part too.
Yeah, it seemed like we had a lot more turnovers that quarter than we did
late
first.
in the half.
Yeah, really hurt us too. We took the lead there, went up about 7, and it seemed like the switch came on.
Yep.
So I think McCracken scored 22 that quarter.
Yep.
And we scored 15. So, you know, we went from
They came back.
up 2 to down 5. So, yeah, definitely.
Well, all right.
Hey, thanks a lot, Kevin.
Thank you.
We'll hear from you at the third.
Mr. King, we have students in Calloway County that excel in all areas of education, academia, I guess you could say. And then we have students who excel in athletics. But we have some students who excel in things that aren't really covered by school. So we're going to go to some video here of a Calloway County student who is excelling in the dirt track. And it's called Dirt Girl. Go ahead and run that package there.
I first started driving my race car whenever I was 11 years old, and I've been racing for 7 years. I got started after my dad broke his back, and he kind of couldn't race anymore, so he sold his late model, and I kind of told him, look, I might be interested in it.
She told us how her favorite race car driver is Jeff Gordon, and that's how she got the number for her car as 24. But she wanted it to be special, so she added the last initial of her name at the end of the number. Now her car's number is 24C.
When it comes down to the race, I usually like to be by myself. And when I get in my car, I usually close my eyes and just think of different races that I've been in and different maneuvers that I can do. When I get in the car, I'm a little bit of nervous, excited, and just kind of happy all at the same time. I think what scares me most is the idea that there can be so many things that can go wrong in such a short time. My driving simulator is about a $600 simulator. It's a really cool thing. It mainly deals with asphalt tracks. It doesn't really have dirt tracks on it yet, but they're working on getting more dirt tracks on there. It's kind of helped me with my driving style. After I raced on the simulator for a winter, I started being more aggressive with my moves. Like instead of taking 3 or 4 laps, I would take like 1 or 2. It was pretty exciting being the first female to win a street stock championship at Paducah. I wasn't expecting it. My dad kind of surprised me with a big flag for my championship run. It was just really fun, and I was really excited. And of course, when I got out, I gave my dad a big hug and my granddad too.
Wow, Mr. King, that's really something.
Yeah, I mean, you know, we just went to Disney over fall break. My family and I, we spent a lot of time in the Disney Quest. It's video games and stuff like that. And they had those NASCAR driving. That's what I like to do. And wow, to actually get out there and do that, that's got to be awesome. That's got to be a great feeling for her.
I can't imagine what it would feel like. The way, you know, if anybody's ever seen dirt track when they turn the corner and they kind of slide a little bit, you know, I bet her arm strength is just unbelievable. Be able to control that car.
Well,
wow.
I do know from growing up in the hills of Eastern Kentucky, driving on dirt and gravel is a whole lot different than asphalt. So, especially driving fast.
Well, I mean, if you're a moonshiner, you know, in the hills of Eastern Kentucky, you know, driving fast on dirt and gravel, I can only think of one thing.
Well, I mean, you know, what happens in the hills stays in the hills.
Oh, my goodness. Wow, as you can see, we have some little Lakers out here practicing their craft. And like we got some girls out there in their uniforms, just got out of practice maybe.
Yeah, I see some Butlers, some Darnells out here. I think that's where they got theirs going.
Yep. They have to move over. We have a little over 4.5 minutes left in halftime before we start the third quarter.
Yeah, McCracken's already back out.
You know, when I came over here from Missouri, that's one thing that I noticed right away is we would go into halftime, and then we would come out and we would warm up again for the second half. And it seems like in Western Kentucky, very few teams warm up before the second half. There's been numerous times I've seen Calloway, boys and girls, over the last 18-plus years.
Yeah.
The clock goes, time for the second half to start, and we're just now walking back. We don't even take a shot.
Yeah, I know.
We don't even stretch. We don't run. We don't do any high knees. And that was something that was very different for me. We came back out and started with a lineup drill.
Yeah.
We did right-handed layups and left-handed layups, and then if you weren't playing, you got out of everybody else's way and let everybody else shoot.
That may be the difference between Kentucky and Missouri. We're a basketball state, so we're always ready to play over here.
Well,
I think everybody wants to be Kentucky Wildcat at some point in their life.
Well, some good teams in Missouri that beat some awful good teams in Kentucky, high school basketball, consistently.
I agree with that. I do.
Yeah.
And a lot of that's location.
Necessarily.
The
thing is about Missouri, in southeast Missouri, down in the Boot Heel, there are a lot of schools that they only have one sport, and that's basketball.
Yeah.
They don't have track, they don't have baseball, they don't have soccer, they don't have cross country, football. They don't have enough kids to have football. So there are a lot of schools in southeast Missouri that all they do 12 months out of the year is play basketball. That's all they do. And and I have seen over the years a lot of big schools, Sykeston, Cape Central, Jackson, Poplar Bluff, go into a gym where a school has 120, 89 students total, 9 through 12, and get run out of the gym.
Yeah.
There's a guy that starts in the NBA named Porter.
Yep.
And I played high school ball against his father. And the high school that they both are from won numerous state championships. And that may only have 105, 110 kids in the high school.
Now, are they classed over there in Missouri?
Yes, everything is classed. Everything.
Okay.
Basketball. When you get to the playoffs, everything is a class system.
Yeah, I may get run out of the state for this, but I think it's time in Kentucky.
With all the specializations,
yeah,
I really think it is too.
Yeah,
all the summer camps and all the travels, you might be right.
I think it's time.
And you might also be right. You might get run out of state.
Yeah. I tell you what, we went over to Sykeston this weekend. I'm helping wrestling this year. I'm an assistant coach with them. And I tell you what, man, what a gymnasium they've got. What a facility.
Is it still the round one?
Yeah, it's really nice.
They have an indoor track around the back of the bleachers. They used to.
Yes, they do.
Yeah.
And they had a loading dock that hooked to the gymnasium, and they were able to put 5 wrestling mats out, which our gym floor, just in comparison,
holds 3,
and 4, but it's not legal. So, you don't have enough room and stuff to get around.
Let me ask you this about Sykeston, because I grew up right outside of Sykeston in East Prairie, but Sykeston used to have in we didn't have a wrestling team at my high school,
right,
but wrestling was big in southeast Missouri, and they had cheerleaders that went to the wrestling matches.
Yeah, there wasn't any cheerleaders Saturday. I tell you what, we wrestled Sykeston our first match. They beat us 6, I believe it was, and it was a really good duel. And we had several kids on Saturday do really well. I think Jack Haynes, Scotty Ruttman, I think they pinned all 5 of their opponents on Saturday.
That's a good way to start the wrestling season, isn't it, my friend?
You better believe it. I tell you what, Jack Haynes really impressed me. He's put in a lot of dedication and stuff. So, but just give a shout out to Coach McWhorter and the wrestling team there. They do a great job, putting in a lot of hard work, just like all these athletes do, student athletes.
Mr. King, there's the horn. Calloway takes the ball to start the third quarter. Hopefully it'll be a little bit better of a start than what the Lady Lakers had.
Now, Mr. Wilmers, we need to come out here and get a couple of baskets. How you start the third period a lot of times says a lot about your team. And so I think we'll probably get to see this. Are we going to fight or not?
Well, if you're alluding to all the reaching that's going on and the elbow and the chin right there, we might.
I tell you what, the whistles have been put up. I think the referee's got somewhere to go.
I thought that was a walk right there.
He hopped a little, didn't he?
Yeah. And then they called a touch foul. You got all this stuff back and forth out front, then you get a touch foul on the rebound. And there's Mr. Smithmeyer once again having to tell the T. Roy Webb to switch the arrow.
Yeah, we may have to pull him out on his planning tomorrow and work on that.
We might have to get some type of learning plan to help him. Maybe he needs some accommodations, needs somebody else to help him with that.
Have someone send him an email reminder, text?
Will Civils, number 22 for the Mustangs.
That's his first bucket of the night.
That's his first bucket. He got 3 fouls and had to sit there for a while.
Yeah.
That's his first basket of this game. Not the first basket he's ever made in this gym.
No, definitely not. And not as a varsity player either.
There we go. I don't know which one they're going to call that on. Looks like he's going to call it on Will Civils, number 22. Will Civils, that's his 4th foul.
4th foul.
When he's been in a game, he has chased Logan Eastwood from one side of the gym to the other, it appears.
And we're getting ready to get a sub.
There you go. There's a sub.
Let's see if Calloway can score here.
Nice to get a basket, whether it's a free throw or a 2-point basket, and a good cut. A good cut. And you know what's more impressive, the cut or the guy being able to hit the cutter in stride?
I think the guy being able to hit the cutter. But I tell you, the thing I liked about that was the finger roll Camden Price put on that. That's a lost art in basketball anymore. And he's got that. He's got a nice little floater too. I thought he walked.
Well, that is another charge. I don't know how many he's had.
4.
Well,
that's his 3rd that he's taken.
That's 3rd that he's taken. That's right. That's 3rd that he's taken. Oh, 25. Pat's the official. I guess to tell him it's okay. But
if he just put his mouthpiece in, he'd. I think they'd call it the other way.
Calloway with a chance to cut into the lead. Grayson Burgess with the ball off to Logan Eastwood.
Trying to get Peyton Johnson more involved in the offense.
Yeah, he only has 3. Oh, my. What's that? Boy, is that I didn't know you could just grab a hold of somebody like that.
I didn't either.
But the ball's going out of bounds and you grab somebody.
Yeah, and they call it Calloway ball. I thought it went off on us, but I guess that's the way you make up for not calling that foul.
Maybe. Wow, that's was close to the line there.
Yeah. Eastwood looking to get his 3.
With another 3, and once again, the guy's 6'5" with his arm extended in his face.
That's nice.
I don't even know if I'd be able to see the goal. But that's twice he's nailed a 3.
Hey, if you're a shooter,
that guy's played good defense both times he's hit that shot.
Yeah. Hey, if you're a shooter, you don't need to see the goal.
Oh, and they answered with a 22-footer of their own. Wow. Lead back to 5. Camden Price kicks it out to Peyton Johnson. Peyton Johnson had a good ball game Saturday.
And I think Smithmeyer returns the favor with the charge call.
No doubt there was contact there.
Yeah. A little flopping.
But that's how I was taught to take a charge. Sell it.
You better believe it. You got to send them to acting school for that sometimes. He's getting away with that little push off.
Here we go.
But I think they called the foul on Peyton. I thought he was pushing off, but
I don't have it here with me, but I believe Peyton Johnson on Saturday, he have 20 or more points?
27.
27 points, and right now he's been held to 3.
Yeah, that's called scouting. I think Merlin and them do a great job of scouting and looking ahead and stuff and shutting down those scores.
You know, Berlin's not the only person on his staff with head coaching experience. His assistant coach was the head coach at Lone Oak.
Yeah, Andy Poe.
Oh, okay, not for sure what this is going to be.
So,
foul on number 25.
Yeah, I'm not sure either.
25, Tice Daniel. foul. Substitution, number 24, Alex Hagan, is going to come into the ball game.
That's his third foul.
Good job getting the ball in. If you can't get it in, throw it out top. Hampton kept his balance. I thought he was going to.
I thought Dawson was open for just a second.
For a brief second, he was. But he needed to be open for a little bit more than that. Well, they threw the ball in, and then they decided to let him stop.
Yeah, that's a.
I'm going to tell you, here in the last minute or two, I'm really confused on what's going on around here.
Yeah.
I'm going to have to get refocused or something. I think somebody bring me a Red Bull or something. Get me.
Well, we're down 7
here.
right now, and we need to stop.
Contact initiated by the shooter, doesn't go.
Yeah,
Rebound.
He's not going to move
by
Dawson.
Peyton Johnson. Peyton Johnson was open for a second there, calling for it.
He's got Sybil's back in there. That's unusual.
He put him in. He put him in there. Well, now they say he has 3 fouls. A little ago it said he had 4. Little floater, little runner there. Hits the front of the rim.
Probably should have used the backboard.
Oh, a little shove there. Number 3, Cameron Cartwright.
You know, that's just
with
become,
another 3.
I thought he hopped, and that's just become part of the game, I guess. The shooter's allowed to hop after they catch it and get that shot off. And, you know, that's one of those interesting things.
Peyton Johnson steps back.
Yeah, I thought he kind of forced that.
Trying to get his game going, you know.
Yeah.
Turnover by Will Civils.
I tell you
goes
what,
to Logan Eastwood.
McCracken's still pushing the ball.
Well, they're up 10. They're up 10. The ball, friendly roll there.
Burdish got the roll.
30-second timeout. Birdsong's going to get 2 guys in. Camden Price talking to the official. Birdsong would rather have him in the huddle. So here we go. Yeah, when that kind of happened quick, you know, it was a 5-point ball game, and then it was at the half, then it was 7, then it was 4, then it was 6, and then all of a sudden it was 10, and now it's 8.
Well, with the 3-point shot, I just tell you, I mean, it can go up and down so quick nowadays.
And it has. There's no doubt about it. It's definitely done that here. Calloway still has a chance. You know, there's 3 minutes left to go in the third quarter. By no means are we saying this game is over.
Yeah.
You know, we could get some threes of our own. We don't have anybody that's just in real bad foul trouble. We got some guys with 1 foul on the board here. We had a guy with 2.
It appears something's going on with some students over here in the student section from McCracken County. The officials are concerned with. I wish they just refocus on the game.
Well, they went and got Mr. Siglinski. He is the high school principal over there. Been a friend of mine for several years, and if anything's going on over there, I got faith in him.
Real good.
And I believe the athletic director just walked over there too.
Yeah, they got a whole host of adults now.
So it'll be okay. It was some jawing. I didn't think it was anything anybody was going to square off about. But
yeah.
24 pulls up for a 3, misses it. Good rebound. Pivot, and it goes in.
We gotta get some. We gotta get composure back here. We're gonna lose control of this. It's gonna get away from us. McCracken's kept plugging and plugging. They're getting the ball up the floor very fast. We got to stop that ball penetration.
Ball goes in, substitution for Calloway. It'd be nice if Peyton Johnson gets a quick breather and comes in and knocks down 3 or 4 and gets us right back in this ballgame. We know he's capable.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
27 points on Saturday. We know he can put the ball in the hole.
I think he picked up his 3rd. I think he picked up 2 there real quick.
Darnell with the miss.
Yeah.
Foul looks like it's going to be on Brandon.
That's our 5th team foul.
A lot more fouls in this half so far than what we had in the
Yeah.
First half.
It's been a lot more aggressive play, too, in this quarter, it seems like.
Seems like being down has gotten scrappy.
Yeah.
The ball bounces off the rim, bounces around. Aaron Dawson finally gets a handle on it. And passes it up to Darnell. Back to number 33, Larry Bird. No, wait. Grayson Burgess.
Oh, wow. I thought they went over the back there. No call.
Gets a rebound. Civils spins, passes it off. Another three-point shot. They miss it. Wow. And they call it a block.
And that was probably the charge.
Of all the charges that have been taken tonight, that was probably the one that was probably the actual charge. McCracken County's up 11 at this point. Kind of exploded here in this third quarter. And we know they're capable of that. They,
yeah.
A good shooting team.
That's one of the things Kevin and I talked about there at halftime was they scored 22, was it, in the second? I do believe.
Scored 22 points in the second quarter, yeah.
And the halftime score, they already scored, 14?
Scored 14.
And we've only scored 7.
So, I mean, they can absolutely put it in.
Yeah. And they can shoot it, I tell you that. They got 3 or 4 shooters out there.
Birdsong looks at his sheet. Across the line. There's Johnson open. Passes it back out. Good choice there. Camden Price, that's off. They kind of walked it up and then sped it there at the end, passed it off, and there's another three. Number 12, Jacob Sukutny.
Puts us down 16 with a minute to go.
Down 16, and they just keep pouring in the three-point shots.
Yeah, they're definitely going to get cold.
Oh, here we go. Walk.
No call.
Put back there. Good job. You're on a fast break like that. You think your teammate's going to make it. And then, but no, you hustle down, and that's what happens when you hustle. You hustle down and got the rebound and the 2-point putback. Darnell for three. Ew, in and out. Aaron Dawson has it. And that is unbelievable. How that's not one down here, and then that right there is. Wow. Wow. Did he hit him in the head?
I didn't think so. That's why I'm kind of being quiet. I'm still stunned. I might need the AED machine to shot me back here.
For 17 seconds, they have pushed. And when I say pushed, I mean they have pushed the ball up and down the court. They have dictated the tempo, and it is a 20-point, 21-point lead now with 17 seconds left in the third quarter.
They can score in bunches.
Absolutely no doubt about it. Coach Brower putting in some subs here with 17 seconds. Probably doesn't want any of his starters to pick up a cheap foul here at the end of the third quarter.
I think he's played close to 10 kids. So they've got a deep bench.
10 seconds left to go in the quarter. Camden Price with the ball. He is nowhere close to the basket. And that's going to do it for the first third quarter. And it doesn't go in. Camden Price saying, how could that happen? 57 for the Mustangs, 36 for the Lakers. That was not a kind quarter for the Lakers. Here we go. Here's unofficial stats with Kevin.
What's going on, Kevin? How you doing, man?
Pretty good. How about you?
I'd do a whole lot better if we put some more points on the board.
I feel the same way.
What do you got for me tonight?
Neither of these teams right now are shooting very well from the field. Given that McCracken is up on us by nearly 21 points,
yeah,
their shot percentage has gone down a lot.
Yeah.
And so is ours, though. So
what's their rebounds like? I mean,
they're beating us pretty bad. I mean, they're beating us about twice the amount that we have. So
yeah, that's what happens a lot of times is your shooting percentage may go down, but you get more shot attempts because you're rebounding the ball well.
Yep.
So anything
they're
else?
They're not doing too shabby from the foul line either. McCracken isn't.
Yeah.
Both teams are turning the ball over quite a bit still, but they're about the same in that field, but rebound the ball really well.
Yeah, I understand. Well, it was a good analogy there. We appreciate it, Kevin.
All right, thank you.
See you at the end of the game?
Yes, sir.
All righty.
McCracken came out in the third quarter, just absolutely exploded.
That's
23 points.
Very good analogy there.
23 points in the third quarter. I mean, they just absolutely lit it up. Their defense was on fire. Steals, tip balls, rebounds, free throws, three-point shots.
Now
he just absolutely took control of that third quarter. And as we start the fourth quarter here, McCracken County with a shot and a miss. Ball goes out of bounds on Will Civils. Lakers take possession.
Now, if I'm not mistaken, I think Berlin will start putting it in a deep freeze here. Looking to turn the ball over a lot, get a lot of passes. He'll start playing a lot of younger kids. You know, oftentimes that third period's a telltale sign.
Good job jumping the lane, hustling back and getting in the way. Getting a hand in there and the ball goes out of bounds. So that's good.
That's good hustle. That's one thing that you will not see is you won't see the kids not continuing to play. They'll still play hard. I think Berlin's calling out motion. They run the old wheel offense like Carlisle.
We got a rebound there. Long shot missed. Rebound for the Lakers. Down on the block. Oh, I wish that would have went in.
Yeah. You know, he's missed a lot of practice because of a broke finger. So it's
Dawson comes down the court and blocks the shot there.
He did.
Goes out of bounds. They will take possession.
Darnell's still getting used to game speed again. You know, there's a big difference between practice speed and game speed. So he's got to get used to that.
Well, when he's in practice, he's practicing against his teammates, and if you're in with the starting five, that means you're practicing against the kids that are not the starting five.
That's right.
You know, and it's hard to emulate speed. You either have it or you don't. So in practice, down the middle of the lane, he just takes it. Nobody cuts him off, so go ahead and put it in the hole. So in practice, you're only going as fast as your teammates that are stopping you. And then when you come, you're playing against somebody else's starters.
Yeah, I understand. I agree. It's a tough thing to simulate.
Johnson,
which is something
defense,
last year's team was able to do.
Reaches that way and gets the foul over the back, or through the back. Peyton Johnson, a 6'3" junior.
Is that his fourth foul?
That's what the board says. A while ago, the board said somebody had 4. Now it says 3.
Yeah, the board guys, they'll get it right.
And the free throw goes in.
I just hope that Mr. Webb flipped that arrow.
He did. McCracken County started with possession in the fourth quarter, so he has flipped it. But you don't have to pay attention to the arrow because the official book is right down in the corner where Mrs. Ross Jones. She'll know who it is. And there's a steal by the Mustangs. Fast break, power dribble, ball up the glass. Will Civils with his third and fourth point of the contest.
I don't know if that was a steal or just a turnover there. Whatever it was, it led to points for McCracken.
Quick hands. And then quick hands again by Dawson. Here goes Johnson. It's off. Johnson still just held the 3 points so far. And another charge. Is that number 5?
I think that might be 5 or 6.
You know, I know Mr. Smithmeyer and I know Ann Greenfield, but I'm not for sure who this third official is tonight.
I'm not for sure his name either.
Not that we have to know who they are, but
yeah,
we've called the others by name and then we've just said that guy.
I understand. So we got our second round of EOC testing starting tomorrow over here at the high school. So it'll be nice for the kids. I know it's finals coming up and everything. A lot of kids preparing for a good Christmas break.
Carson Chapman in the ball game, a sophomore, number 3, throws up a 3 in and out. Logan Eastwood, another sophomore, with the rebound.
Good
shot,
hustle.
no good. And you gotta be kidding me. Wow. Peyton Johnson. I've seen more contact than ballroom dancing.
Well, we didn't have ballroom dancing where I grew up, so.
Wow, I just really can't believe that was a foul.
Yeah, that's a tough one.
But anyway, the guy had control. He had good body control. He went up, laid it off the glass. Ball went in. Foul was called, and he misses the free throw.
And Justice served.
34, Isaiah Butler comes in with the rebound.
Is that foul on Peyton?
Yes, it
His
was.
5th? Man, that's tough. That's a tough one to get called on.
Isaiah Butler with the move. Puts it in. First basket of the night, first points of the night. Coach Brower is starting to get some subs in there.
Yeah,
he'll be over the back by number 10. Hayden, I believe.
I think that's Coach Hayden's son, softball coach.
I do not know, but he is in attendance tonight. If it is, that would explain that. 25-point lead by the Mustangs here with just over 4 minutes left to go in the contest. We had a good girls ball game, and the first 2 quarters here, exciting, close, and then the Mustangs just came out in the third quarter and just absolutely dominated everything.
Yeah, they got hot. We're going to walk the length of the floor as the Lakers are now put McCracken in double bonus.
Fouls on number 12. Logan Eastwood.
He kind of snapped Logan's arm there.
And here's something else. They have absolutely dominated this second half, and they only have 5 team fouls.
I know.
They've played, they've jumped the passing lanes, tipped the balls, gotten almost every loose ball that has happened. I mean, they have just really done well.
Yeah,
I mean,
I agree.
There's nothing else you can say. They impose their will.
I mean, when you got shooters, I think
a 15 Will Benson, a 5'7" freshman, comes into ball game along with Garrett Scott, a 6'4" freshman. Size right there.
You know, one of the things that Coach Ron Green said that shooting makes up for a multitude of sins. If you can't play defense, but you can shoot the ball, you're going to play.
That's what football coaches say about speed.
Yeah.
Speed corrects a bunch of mistakes. If you're not in alignment and you can run, you can always run to get back in alignment.
Yeah.
Calloway with some substitutions here.
Will Benson in.
Will Benson's in. Garrett Scott, a 6'4" freshman, with the ball on the post. Up to Will Benson, throws in the 3, just like his mother did when she was a Lady Laker.
Yeah, he came in firing.
He touched the ball, and within 2 seconds had a 3-point basket. Nice shot there by the block shot by the 6'4" freshman, Garrett Scott. Camden Price around the end gets his shot blocked. And wide open underneath. He finds the open man. Almost said receiver. Finds the open man. Coach Brower calls a 30-second timeout to get a sub in. With 3 minutes left in the contest, 67-43. It's a 24-point lead right now.
Looks like a senior Bobby Washer is going to get in the ball game. Or Will Washer.
Will Washer. Like Bobby, who is
his
Bobby?
First name's Bobby, middle name Will, or Will's his first name, Bobby's his middle name.
So in the halls he goes by Bob? Bobby?
It's either way, I think.
Oh, it's either way? Okay.
Yeah, you just can't use both of them together. He's like all of us. He thinks he's in trouble. I remember growing up many times.
So if you say, hey, Bob, he'll turn around and talk to you?
I do believe so.
Okay. If you say, hey, Will, he'll turn around and talk to you?
I think so.
Okay. All right.
Now, I may be mistaken that. We've only got 1,000 kids here.
Well, he's taking the ball inbounds, and he gives it to Will Benson. Jim has kind of gotten quiet with the 24-point lead with 3 minutes to go. Some McCracken County fans and some Calloway County fans have decided to go ahead and hit the exits. You know who hasn't hit the exit? Logan Eastwood. Just hit a 3-point shot.
That's nice. Mr. Eastwood moves into double digits.
He does, 12 points.
Wow, they're still looking at shooting a three.
Well, it doesn't surprise me. I mean, their seniors shoot threes or juniors hit threes. You know, it only would make sense that their freshmen and sophomores would shoot threes too. They're running the same offense as the older guys.
I understand.
It only makes sense to me. McCracken County does have a senior on the floor, a 6'3", 250-pound senior, number 50, Wells Purdom. And I will say, when I saw the name Wells Purdom, I kind of chuckled because I used to live in Alamo, Kentucky, and I had to drive down Wells Purdom Road every day.
I understand that.
And Wells Purdom was named after a man named Wells Purdom. And I just thought, hey, there's somebody else named Wells Purdom. I just thought that was...
Yeah, that's not an everyday occurrence.
No.
Not like Jimmy or Billy or something like that.
If Calloway gets it, it'll still be okay because we did throw the ball in bounds. So Butler tracked it down, brought it across the
Butler's a hustler.
line. Will Benson. Here
Will
we go.
gets a shot.
Bob, Will, Bob. Mr. Washer. Number 10, Will Washer.
He had a brother named Bobby.
Is a 5'8" senior. Put up the three and hit the rim. McCracken County with a rebound. Now back on offense. A lot of substitutions here in the last couple of minutes. You just want to make sure everybody has the right man, don't you?
Oh, yeah.
It's easy for someone to pop open because you're not for sure.
You got to talk.
Over the back. But you know what? We're not shooting free throws.
Not yet. They're still not in the bonus.
I mean, they didn't foul anybody in the third quarter. I mean, it was just when you're throwing the ball right to them, it's hard to get fouled if you're throwing the ball right to the other team.
I agree.
You know, and they were doing a good job in the lanes, tipping the balls, going for loose balls. You know, they beat us to the loose ball. There's no fouls if you beat somebody to the loose ball and they're not there. So.
Yeah.
I don't want people to see this and go, oh, my goodness, this officiating was so lopsided, because it wasn't. I've sitting here and watched the whole second half, and it hasn't been lopsided like that.
Yeah. You'd have to look at the board to realize that it's the way it is. Just by watching the game, you would.
Cole Emerson, number 52, with that rebound. Just checked in. Not for sure what happened there.
I think Will Benson kind of dribbled into him.
And Will Benson's going to shoot one in the bonus.
I think he was looking for a three there. I don't know.
Really hit the other one. Dribble.
Will was also on that soccer team. Made it to the state Sweet 16.
Will is on the academic team as well.
Yeah, he is. Multi-purpose student athlete.
So here we go. They're going to dribble it out. 5 seconds to go, 21-point lead. And I can't imagine Berlin would let anybody shoot the ball.
They might not play.
And that is the end of the contest. The Mustangs 67, Calloway County 46. Here are your unofficial stats with Mr. King and Kevin.
What kind of stats you got for me there, Kevin?
Not too many good ones. Not from the second half, at least.
Yeah, it's kind of a hard second half for the Lakers.
Not a very good showing tonight. In the second half, we just couldn't get anything going offensively. Still turning the ball over quite a bit. Losing the rebound battle by a lot. And I think it was the second quarter over again all throughout the rest of the game.
Yeah, it's tough on us. So, yeah, it's one of those games where they shot the ball well, got a lot of rebounds and putbacks, played some good defense, and that's about all that you can say.
Yeah, they put us in a hole that I don't think we could have got out of.
Nope. Well, hey, listen, Kevin, I appreciate it. Great job tonight.
Thank you.
And keep up the great work with the unofficial stats.
Yes, sir.
All righty.
Not a whole lot to add here at the end of the telecast that we haven't said in the previous 4 minutes. That the Mustangs just came out in the third quarter and just absolutely dominated the game on both ends of the floor, and 21-point victory for the Mustangs. Hats off to Coach Brower and his team. They can absolutely shoot, and if they play like that all season, they will be very, very difficult to contend with come the regional tournament.
Yeah, I agree with that completely. But, no matter what the score is on the scoreboard, it's always a great day to be a Laker.
It is, Mr. King. I will echo that. And this has been a production of Calloway Live. Calloway Live is a student-led broadcasting group under the supervision of classroom teacher and nationally board certified Mr. Randy Herndon. And we thank you. And don't forget to go to CallowayLive.com where you can watch the replay of this and all other Calloway broadcasts. For Brian Wilmerth, for Chris King, I'm Brian Wilmerth, and thank you for being part of this broadcast. Thank you.